Hey guys, welcome to my first skincare video thing. So backstory, about a month ago, my husband and I went on a slightly impromptu trip to Virginia. We live in Florida. We had to carry some U-Haul stuff up there for his boss, and because of coronavirus and all that stuff, we didn't want to stay anywhere overnight. So we took this crazy trip up there. It was raining, it was terrifying. I never want to do it again. And we turned tail and came straight back home. But a 10-hour trip took us 18 hours because we were so exhausted. We slept in a car. We didn't have showers. Anyhow, when we finally made it back home, I took a shower and I realized that my chin was covered in some of this like hormonal type acne that I get sometimes. And then everything underneath my nose and like all around my mouth was completely dry. And I was like, no way is this happening to me. So I was like, screw this. I did some research on skincare routines and decided to start my own. So this is what I've been doing for the past month. This is having just woken up, got a little bit of oil on the head. I'm going to be taking care of some tan spots on the top of my head, and you can see I've got a little bit of acne here underneath the chin that I deal with pretty incessantly. And I start off with Noxema, just a general Noxema you get from Walmart. I like this eucalyptus kind because it smells pretty good and it's a little bit more tingly on the face when you're using it. I tend to like to use really hot water on my face, but supposedly that's not good for your skin. So I've been trying to use lukewarm water first thing in the morning. And I just take a couple dabs of the Noxema, and obviously I am not good with the camera angle here. And cover my face, and I try to work it over my problem areas the most, but I do cover my whole face like a mask. Just rub that in pretty good with my fingers, and then just take off all of the Noxema with the rag. Same thing, using lukewarm water. I always tend to get it stuck in weird places, like underneath the back of my jaw. So I try to pat dry my face. I used to just wipe it off, but supposedly if you can leave a little bit of moisture, it's better for the rest of the steps. So pat it dry, and then I use this Burt's Bees Calming Toner, which what toner actually does, I'm not exactly sure, but supposedly it helps to even out the tone of your skin. And this one does actually have a little bit of a burn. The first time I used it, oh, dropped the thing there. The first time I used it, it did actually burn my face pretty good, but it doesn't do it as much now, so maybe it's affecting pH. Also, I'm having some problems with my light in the bathroom, so hence the changing of light. Use just a little bit there on a cotton swab and rub it in to my face, especially in areas that are maybe more discolored. And maybe the technique on this is not exactly right, so if you are an expert at putting on toner, let me know how to do this. And it smells like roses, so this stuff is pretty awesome. Next thing I'm using is this Cetaphil moisturizer. It's hydrating stuff, goes underneath your eyes, and in the mornings I just use a little tiny bit to go underneath my eyes. So I'm going right underneath the teeny tiny bags underneath my eyes, and I'm using my ring finger because that skin is pretty thin. So if you use your ring finger, you don't put quite as much pressure. And then the last thing I'll use on days where it's not too humid outside is a Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer, and it has sunscreen in it. It's SPF 15. And I really need that around the top of my forehead because my forehead juts out a little bit underneath my hairline, a little extra here. And I've got some weird spots that are getting tan, but the rest of my face is not. So I am trying to keep, oh, light change. I am trying to keep that part covered with sunscreen, but it is going into my hairline a little bit, and that gets annoying. And on some days, this moisturizer is a bit too much and it's giving me some extra acne, so I don't always use it, but I do if I'm going to be going outside. So this is the finished look. And I don't wear makeup the majority of the time, so that's why I'm focusing on this facial skincare thing right now anyhow. And then this is me with some mascara on. Mascara is usually about the extent of whatever I do with my face besides this new face routine. And then this is in the evening. So in the evening, every other day, I'll use this Burt's Bees Acne Solutions, and you're only supposed to actually do this twice a week, but I just do it every other day just because of the acne underneath my chin. I'll use a little bit here, and this stuff does burn pretty good, but it's got some little exfoliation beads in it. Those are kind of cool. But I'll go through the same process, rub that into my problem areas, and this is right after I've taken a shower. So I just hop out of the shower, I don't wash my face in the shower anymore, and I don't dry my face, I just dry the rest of my body. I'll throw on either this moisturizer, or either this facial cleanser, or my Noxema, switching every other day. And then same thing, lukewarm water, washing all the excess off my face. And I'm trying not to leave any of those little beads on my face because they'll get in my eyes. Got a little flustered here and I forgot to pat dry my face, but normally that's what I do. And I'm using one of these facial pads this time rather than a cotton swab. No particular reason except for that I just forgot in the morning that I had them. And this is a little bit easier to distribute the toner on my face. So I use the same toner at night. Same thing going over some of the troubled spots, some of the discolored spots. And then last thing for the day is that same Cetaphil hydration stuff for underneath my eyes. Notice I am super technical with the names. I will link the names down below so you know what they are. These are all Walmart products. So I just went to Walmart, picked out some stuff that looked like it was the least complicated. And I'm actually going under my eyes and over my eyelids. Should I actually be going over my eyelids? I don't know, but I am anyway. So I've been doing this basically every morning and evening for the past 4 months, and this is pretty much the result. And I don't tend to struggle with acne that much anyhow. It's usually like once a month or so I'll get some of this stuff underneath my chin. I don't get it too much all over my face. The only thing I've been adjusting is maybe I'll pull back on the moisturizer sometimes if I do start getting a little extra acne, but I think it's been going pretty well. So if you try it, drop down in the comments and let me know which of the products you really like, just so I know like if it's helpful. And also, if you have other products that are alternatives to the stuff that I've been doing, let me know that as well.